welcome everybody. We're over here at West Beach today for an exciting announcement. This is a announcement not so much about the beach itself, but a service that the city is going to offer here at the beach, thanks to the generous donation of SmileMass.org and specifically the funding from Lottie. And hopefully I'll get her name right. I think she's on her way. Lottie Diomede, is that Lottie Diomede? And Susan Brown. They started a few years ago a service on the Cape to have the device that you're looking at, devices like the one you're looking at, which is sort of, loosely speaking, an amphibious wheelchair. It allows adults and children with disabilities to fully enjoy the beach as the rest of us all do. So we're proud that this is the first one in New Bedford. It's been a big success down on the Cape, and really is in many ways a big part of our effort here to expand opportunities for recreation at our beaches. Our beaches look fantastic through the hard work of the Department of Public Infrastructure, of Mary Raposa, our Director of Parks and Recreation and Beaches, and her great staff. Let me tell you a little bit about the device, and I'll call Mary up, and we have a second, and then Owen and I will head to the water. So SmileMass is a 501c3 nonprofit that is all about creating happy and healthy memories for people and families living with mobility and disabilities of any kind. And New Bedford is the latest beneficiary of the group's SmileMass Beach Project, which is to donate, as I said, these floating wheelchairs to every public beach, originally on Cape Cod, and now they're coming to Greater New Bedford. This is the first site in Greater New Bedford where they will be available. So I'm pleased to be here today with Owen Costa, who is a New Bedford resident and soon to be fifth grader, right? At Pulaski, way up in the North End, along with his mother, Juana Adesso. Where's Juana? She was just, Juana. Pronounce your name for me again? Everyone gets that. Jonna. Very, okay. You got to punch me if I mispronounce your mother's name. You got to come to her defense, okay? And so while the start of the school year is a ways away, we wanted to make sure Owen and anybody else who want to use this would get the opportunity this summer to do it. So Owen's going to get his chance, and so that you do a little bit of shameless advertising for all of us, we got you and your mother, Owen, an official New Bedford Parks, Recreation, and Beaches hats. So you can wear this proudly, wear it to school, tell all your friends up in the North End about this. But this is a real nice opportunity for us to make our beaches our beaches to reach their full potential, but secondly, so that every kid has a chance to come out here and enjoy what we all enjoy, which is to come to the beach, to go in the water, our beautiful water right here down the South End. This is an opportunity that should be extended to everybody, and so we're pleased that we have the generosity of SmileMass to do this, to make this available, and for the hard work of our city team. And with that, let me call up Mary Raposa, who's the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Beaches, to say a few words about the project. Mary.
Thank you, Mayor. We are so excited to have this beach wheelchair, and I really want to thank SmileMass and Lottie in particular on a really quick turnaround. She was able to get us a chair this year. We're hoping to get more chairs so that we can extend this benefit to more of our residents. The way to do that is to get some funding. So anyone who thinks this is a terrific idea, if you're interested in helping us raise some funds to bring more chairs to New Bedford, you can contact my office, Parks, Recreation, and Beaches, at 508-961-3015. And I'm going to turn it over to our waterfront supervisor, Steph Hopeman. Steph will give us an idea of how you go about reserving the chair if you're interested in using it, and also talk a little bit about how it works and what the expectations are. Steph?
So we are very happy to have this chair down here this year. It's been a nice addition. I'm going to say it's been used probably about 10 times, either in recreational purposes like it's going to be used today, also in an emergency purpose. It actually was very helpful getting somebody off the beach, which we probably wouldn't have been able to do at that time if we didn't have the chair. Pretty much so if you want to reserve the chair, come down. You can talk to any of the lifeguards. There's a sign-up sheet inside. Your name can be there, the date that you want to use it. Right now we don't have any other way to get in contact, so they'd have to come down in order to reserve the chair. But the system seems to work pretty well right now. So pretty much what we do is we have our lifeguards. They come over, they assist the person into the chair, help them get down onto the beach. After that, usually if they're underage, an adult will be with them in the water. If they need the additional support of the lifeguard, they can come on over. But they've been pretty well trained in it, and they've used it about 10 times this year. So looking to have some fun today. All right, man. Let's get in the water.
I think he's ready. I think he's ready. Hey, I have something I wanted to bring up. So when was the last time you went to the beach? How long has it been?
I can't remember.
You can't remember. It's been too long. It's been too long. So this will give you a good opportunity, my man. All right, let's get to it, okay? All right.
We're on West Beach here in New Bedford's Clark's Point, and I am really pleased to have Lottie Diomedes here with me.
Yeah.
And Lottie is a really special friend of New Bedford. She was able to get us a beach wheelchair for this season, and it has been so popular, and we are so thankful that you were able to get us a chair for the season. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about your program and how you got started.
Sure. My name is Lottie Diomedes, and we operate out of Sudbury, Massachusetts. We are a nonprofit, and we are called Smile Mass, and it stands for Small Miracles in Life Exist. And it was really based on children that were born with disabilities, who oftentimes started way behind the start line and had to catch up. And as life progressed and they got bigger, it became different issues. As a family of raising a child myself with disabilities, I soon realized that trip to the beach, a bike ride, and other recreational things that you take for granted and just do became difficult the heavier we got. And as big as my son got, who is now 110 pounds and is probably as tall as myself, Without having proper tools such as a beach wheelchair, a beach day would not be possible. So about 5 years ago, my friend Susan and I, who both are raising children with disabilities, set out our mission, and we built the first of its kind in the Metro West, a fully handicapped accessible playground. Based on that, we got so excited and we said, oh my God, we can do bigger and better. So we decided to build a house that was fully handicapped accessible. But then we decided that it was going to take us so long to raise all that money.
Right.
So we wanted to do immediate relief, and that's where the beach wheelchair program really came in. And we decided each year we were going to bless 20 plus beaches across Massachusetts with beach wheelchairs that would be free to use for any family that wished to take a trip to the beach. We soon realized that that wasn't enough. So to date, we have actually donated 98 beach wheelchairs.
Wow.
So New Bedford has, I think New Bedford is 97. And we are thrilled to know that our list is just ever growing. Everybody's screaming for help to get these beach wheelchairs. And I promise we'll do everything we can to get everybody the help they need and the beach wheelchairs they need. But what we did in between this was to help all those families that weren't coming to New Bedford, or weren't going to the Cape, or weren't going to Plymouth, or weren't going to the destinations where we had them, or maybe they had a beach house, and they just needed a beach wheelchair for the beach for the week. So what we did was we created a loaner program, and of course, as always, it has grown. And it's grown leaps and bounds, because now people are saying, well, if I can get a beach wheelchair, can I get a stroller? Can I get a bath chair? Can I get a Hoyer? And we went, sure. So we actually have a pretty extensive loaner program that's currently run out of my house in Sudbury, Massachusetts. So we are desperately building sheds and growing it and making it much more functional and appropriate. So amongst many, many things, we are always looking for new opportunities, changing lives every day for families that just have the opportunity to go to the beach is priceless for us. You know, I am not a special person, but I know what it's like to feel like the fresh air and the beach water. And I think anybody has the right to feel that with or without mobility issues. And giving the family a chance to actually be able to come to the beach without asking for help. That's liberating, and that's what it's all about. It's giving everybody a chance to live the fullest they can live despite disabilities. So that's who we are. And I assume if you're interested in our program, please stay tuned. Go on our website, go to smilemass.org, sign up for our newsletter, see what we are up to. I know I am not really supposed to talk about this, and I know the board is going to be upset with me, but we are talking about enrichment programs for kids like my son. We are talking big. I only do big or go home. And we're talking about swimming with the dolphins. We're talking about potentially doing a marathon in Rome, Italy. Like, the sky's the limit, and what we would like to do, the goal is to bring 10 families, show them you can travel with disabilities. Of course, we will have, you know, angels, just like Bill I brought to the beach with me today, to help out the families, because none of us can do this without all the support in the world. But it takes a village to raise a child, and kids with special needs are no different. They want to fit in, they want to be part of life, and these families that were having these special children, I call them superpowers. They have superpowers. They show them every day. And this is why people look at them, because they have to shine them off. They have an opportunity to live life, and they should have a chance to do enrichment programs just like our other children do in high school and otherwhere. So that's kind of our new trend. So our house will still come alive. We're going to buy that before the end of the year, and then we're going to slowly but surely take on the enrichment program. Everybody at home is a little scared about it, but I think we can pull it off.
Wow, that's fantastic. You sound like a very busy woman. I'm sure that, how do you raise the funds for this? How is all of this funded?
So I think we do everything from writing grants to fundraising to in-kind donations. Through a loaner program, a lot of families will make us a donation. And it's really just never-ending work. We do a lot of road races, and part of what we do is we have a running club within Smile Mass, and we run with children just like my son. And we take them all over to not only brand, but also to say, you know, we can too. Yes, we can. And that's kind of out of the running race and the fundraising that we do. I know in November we do a Gobble Wobble just like everybody else. We do a 5K and a 10K. And we typically have somewhere between 10 to 20 kids in wheelchairs showing up, and we push them through the race. And my goal is to have more wheelchairs than runners. Wow. I just think we should outdo them, because we can, because they are athletes too. And my real goal for these kids is not really to push them through a 5K or a 10K or a half a marathon, but I talk to the parents about all the time. How can we get these kids out of the chair? How can they cross the finish line themselves? Even if it's 10 steps, even if it's a quarter of a mile, can we work towards that? So I know some of the families, we're working on special equipment that they wish they could have. So we will fundraise for that, and then we will get this equipment. It will be stored with Smile Mask so many kids can take advantage, but it will be loaned out to those families so they can practice this through the school year, and then when they come out and do the road race, they can cross the finish line, because that's what it's all about. We all want to cross the finish line, and you know, if we need help, we'll take it, but there's something empowering about doing it yourself. So that's what we do, and it's all through fundraising and writing grants and never ending asking friends and family for favors and volunteers. I mean, we couldn't do this without all the volunteers that we have. So always looking for new programs, always looking for an opportunity to make money, always looking for a program to tap into, and that's what we do.
Well, again, on behalf of the residents of New Bedford, I really want to thank you. This has been just such a wonderful addition to our beachfront. And I have two hats, one for you and one for Nicholas. And I hope you enjoy them.
We do.
And
it's great on this windy day today. I'll put it on. How was that?
awesome. Looks great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And please enjoy the chair.
Oh, we will. Absolutely.